49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, the playoffs are here, and we have the highlights. We'll see Amador Valley and Monte Vista. The Kings Academy battles Menlo, and Marin Catholic meets accolades.
NorCal volleyball highlights include Los Gatos and Lowell, section water polo with the girls from Accolades and Carondelet, and the story of the Irvington football lineman and why his senior night was so emotional. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Jake Vanderbrook, filling in for Aubrey this week. First off, we want to congratulate all the seniors signing their national letters of intent this week.
Absolutely. Very big moment for all of them.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. Section playoffs in football are here with first-round games all around the Bay Area. We start in the CCS with a terrific matchup in Division I. St. Francis is red hot now, winning 5 of its last 6 games with junior running back Motu Kiananaya running just over 730 yards this season.
The Lancers taking on the champs from the Peninsula Bay Division, Los Gatos. The Cats have won 5 in a row with outstanding senior quarterback Callum Schweitzer throwing for just short of 2,000 yards this season. The running Lancers against the throwing Wildcats at Los Gatos Friday night.
Here we go. It's the CCS Division I quarterfinal game between St. Francis and Los Gatos. The Lancers looking to strike first in the first, but the deep pass is intercepted by senior Bryce Novinsky. Bryce will race all the way to the 24-yard line. No score after 1. Los Gatos on the board in the second. Callum Schweitzer connects with Bo Musser, and Bo scampers into the end zone to point after his good, and it's 7-0 Los Gatos. St. Francis trying to answer back later in the quarter, but Simon Poundo gets home for the big-time sack. Still 7-0 Los Gatos Wildcats at the half. The Lancers driving in the second half. Give the ball to Kaimani Kiana Aina. Kaimani breaks several tackles, races across midfield and inside Los Gatos territory to move the chains. Then a few plays later, Drew Cumby sneaks it into the end zone. Touchdown St. Francis. The point after is good, and it's all tied up at 7 after 3. Fourth quarter now. Callum Schweitzer lobs it. Shane Harmer alone. Touchdown Wildcats. Los Gatos jumps ahead 14-7. St. Francis looking to tie it late, but the Wildcats defense stands tall as Los Gatos hangs on to win it 14-7. The Cats celebrate on the field. Los Gatos moves on to the CCS Division I semifinal round, where they will take on Palma next week.
Opening round NCS D4 action with Deer Valley and Granada. Final moments of the first, Granada driving downfield, but the pass is picked off. Sundiata Walker is off to the races. The 6'3 senior takes it inside the Granada 40. Same drive in the start of the second, but the ball is knocked loose at the goal line. Bryce Willis forces a fumble. Noah Korndefer recovers it. Both defenses forcing takeaways. Under 2 to go in the half. Adrian Masaniai drops back and fires downfield to Walker, who moves it into Matador territory. Masaniai is feeling it. This time, it's a ball to Jalen Bryant. JB makes a great catch. Touchdown, 7-0 Deer Valley at the half. Jack Badger takes the snap and dumps it off to Lane Curtin. Lane takes the outside lane and breaks through some tackles and stays in bounds. A Curtin house call, 37 yards, and we're tied up. Granada was run heavy in the second half thanks to Cody Phillips, who was simply unstoppable. Give it to Cody again in the red zone, and watch Phillips drag defenders with him. Wow. 13 yards to Pater, a great touchdown, and that would do it. Granada defends home turf and moves on to face 1 seed Hayward on Friday.
To the hardwood we go for this NorCal Division III quarterfinal match between Reardon and Lincoln. The Crusaders stormed out early with the 6-foot junior with Sofia Barkoviak timing her jump perfectly for the block. Then it's Hayden Chan over the Zoe Louie to Amelia Lehalui, and that ain't coming back. Crusaders take set 1, 25-18. Here come the Mustangs in set 2. Zoe Campbell feeds a pass to the outside, and 17 of her 50 assists went to Catherine Chan, who gets the kill. Lincoln wins set 2, 25-15. Reardon looks to respond in set 3 on the far end, but Kyla Kaywood is there for the BLOCK. Then it's Zoe Campbell with a great feed to Anna Garcia Cruz, and Anna goes with the soft touch as Lincoln wins set 3, 26-24. On the set 4, Lincoln looking for more, but Rusna Jakuskayata is there for the block. Then it's Regina Palomares delivering a gorgeous back set to Georgina Hungatal Rios, and the southpaw delivers the boom. 25-20 Reardon, and we're going to set 5. Lincoln up 11-10 in the 5th set. It's Chan the Campbell, the Kaywood, who goes with the tip, gets it to go. 12-10 Lincoln, and for match point, it's Campbell delivering a bump over the Garcia Cruz, and her shot gets deflected off a defender, and that will do it. Lincoln punches its ticket to the Division III NorCal semifinal round, beating Reardon in a thriller, 3-2.
Sacred Heart Prep looking for its 3rd straight CCS title. SoCal was the last team to beat the Gators for a title back in 2022, and the Knights are looking for that same result here. Izzy Brittany Milligan skips that shot in to open up the scoring in this title game. Then it's Izzy to Charlie Rose Beck to Natasha Ackerstein, and SoCal would lead it 3-1 after 1. Second quarter, it's 4-1 Knights before SHP's Kiernan Hogan gets that shot to go, cutting the deficit to 2. But SoCal would take the lead into the break. Grace Gracel passes to Liz Penny. Penny scooching a little closer before firing. It's 6-4 SoCal. Third quarter, Madeline Colabianchi to Casey Coleman, and the SoCal lead is now just 1. 3.5 minutes later, SHP goes for the equalizer. Naya O'Hanlon got it. We are tied at 6. Fourth quarter, now tied at 8. SHP still looking for its first lead of the game. That Coleman floater goes, and the Gators lead it 9-8. Less than 2 minutes to play. The Knights freshman Charlie Rose Beck looks to play the hero, and she does. We're tied at 9 after regulation. Lauren Rossi, a big shot there, and Sacred Heart Prep scores 3 times in OT to win its 3rd straight CCS title, and will now look to defend their NorCal title.
The Rikus Center brings us the players of the week each week. Scan this QR code now to vote for next week's top athletes.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Rikus Center. Ava Van Pet again. She ain't gonna let him win. Going hard all game into the very end. Putting the team on her back. She's gonna carry them. 29 kills and 17 digs. Came through in the clutch. Had to do it real big. This cannot be ignored. I know they watch what she did. Striving hard, finding success for the Cougars. All they know is just winning. You could never call them losers. Paxton Holden, his play is golden. Just look at the type of player that they molding. When they call his number, you know that he's never folding. He's catching your attention and he made you stop scrolling. 356 total yards, a future star. Getting 4 TDs, so you know he's going hard. Stay tuned, stay watching, cause there's simply more to come. When he leaves the pocket, you can't stop it if he runs. James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week, Rikus Center.
Coming up, our Euro Clinic Girls Game of the Week. It's the CCS Division I Final in field hockey with Los Gatos and St. Francis.
And Woodside puts its perfect 10-0 record on the line. But first, here is another top alum from Bellarmine College Prep doing great work in the community.
Hi, I'm Jalal Beachman, class of 2006, and I played football, basketball, and ran track as a student athlete here at Bellarmine. Even after going on to play college football, I realized that there's something uniquely special about the high school football experience. From early morning lifts, classes, practices, and of course Friday nights, those relationships stick with you for life. That's why I came back to coach the next generation at Bells.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata. Because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
Time now for our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. The game MVP receives these custom headphones courtesy of EuroClinic, where European auto care meets uncompromising standards. This week's game is the CCS Field Hockey D1 Final with St. Francis and Los Gatos.
The Wildcats went 21-1 this season, a perfect 14-0 in the El Camino division. The Lancers were second in the De Anza League, avenging an earlier season loss to league champ St. Ignatius to make it to the final game. It's our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week. Jake was there.
All right, we're bringing our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week to field hockey for the CCS D1 title in Los Altos as Los Gatos takes on St. Francis. St. Francis will look to capture its first section title since 2011. The 4-seeded Lancers are coming off an impressive victory, beating top-seeded St. Ignatius in the semifinals, winning 1-0. Meanwhile, Los Gatos will look for its third section crown within the last 5 years. The Santa Clara Valley El Camino League champs went on to beat Christopher and Mitty to get here.
And here are the Wildcats getting all fired up for this D1 title, and we pick things up in the second quarter with Kendall Sutherland weaving her way inside through the Lancers defense, and Kendall ends up drawing a foul way inside the shooting circle, so Kendall's awarded a penalty stroke, and the senior cashes in, giving LG a 1-0 lead. More Wildcats in the second, being aggressive, trying to get shots to go, right place, right time. Zoe Scheiba takes a shot, and this ball just gets over the line for another Wildcats goal, 2-zip LG. And one more goal just before the half, and it's the captain, Leah Cleary, going far post to give LG a 3-0 lead at the half. Los Gatos would look to extend its lead in the third quarter. Hard shot, but Nikki Kalina makes a great save here to keep this a 3-0 game. The Lancers would look to get on the board in the fourth off a corner, but Emma Barrier, being a barrier, kicks it away for the save as Los Gatos wins its third CCS title within the last 5 years, beating St. Francis 3-0.
Yeah, we're really focused on playing our own game. We're always like, take a deep breath, we got it, we play ourselves. Doesn't really matter who our opponent is. We focus on each other and our love for each other and playing through that.
I had no doubts from the start of the season. This is a great team, great group of girls. We care for each other. It's like more than just how we play. It's like how we speak to each other, how we treat each other. I don't know. I could say that I'm shocked, but with the way we've been practicing, the way we've been playing, this is so deserved.
8-seeded San Mateo taking on the undefeated Woodside Wildcats, the 1 seed in the CCS Division III bracket. First quarter, San Mateo's Lucas Fitzgerald pitches it to Tice Copus, and with a copious amount of effort, Tice finds the end zone. 7-0 Bearcats. But Woodside comes back in the second quarter. Daniel Torres gets the ball in the option, and Torres goes 10 yards to pay dirt. We're all tied up at 7 at the half. Third quarter, Lucas Fitzgerald with north of 30 carries in this playoff game. This one is a 28-yard pickup to move the ball past midfield. Then it's Lucas handing it off to his big brother Iani, who breaks free for the 32-yard touchdown. A missed point after makes this a 13-7 game. Fourth quarter, the score is now 13-10. Torres with the ball, cutting to his left and then tiptoeing up the sideline before finally getting driven out of bounds and nearly taking me out in the process. Kicker Manuel Torres goes for the 35-yard field goal, and with distance to spare, he ties this game up at 13. That was the score after regulation, so we head to overtime. Each team gets a possession starting at the 10-yard line. San Mateo with first possession. TJ Johnson finds space on the outside and makes his way in. It's 20-13 San Mateo. Woodside now with possession, facing 4th and 8. Quarterback rolls to his right. The pass is batted down by Ricky Gomez, and the San Mateo defense holds on to win this one in overtime. The Bearcats upset the 1 seed to advance in the playoffs, where they will meet Live Oak next week.
Two of the best teams in the nation battle it out for the NCS Open Division crown as Miramonte takes on Campolindo. Both teams scored 3 goals in the first quarter. Here's Will Magai of the Cougars passing to Courage Koopa. Swing arms a shot to get the goal. Different story in the second quarter as Miramonte takes a big lead. Tyler Williams finds Griff McClear practically shooting while underwater and finds the back of the net. Then watch the sweet move. McClear with his back turned to the net and scores, and he is pumped. Matadors now leading 5-4. Brock Bliss passes to Trishan Tucker, who goes with the skip shot to get the goal. Miramonte goes on to lead 9-4 at the half. Cougars now down by 7, needing a spark. Jack Elder fires a rocket to cut the lead 11-5. But the Matadors' team chemistry was on another level. Grayson Blows finds Tucker in front of the net. The UCLA commit had 7 goals in the game. Miramonte keeping the foot on the gas in the fourth. Bliss passes to Brady Hassett for the assist. Miramonte goes on to win 15-7 and are crowned the 2025 NCS Open Division champs. Tucker leads the way with 7 goals. Congrats to the Matadors.
Diamond Training and Development helps athletes reach the Diamond Standard. Each week we profile an athlete meeting that standard at their school.
Our Diamond Training Diamond Standard Athlete of the Week is Isabella Virtudes from the Carondelet volleyball team. For the second year in a row, Isabella has served as president of the Asian Pacific Islander Club, where she helps create a welcoming community and celebrates API culture across Carondelet and De La Salle. She leads club events including potlucks, cultural dance workshops, games, and fundraisers. Isabella Virtudes is this week's Diamond Training Diamond Standard.
D-line constructors bring us the D-line defensive play of the week every week. This week's D-line defensive player is Shay Johnson from the Woodside flag football team with a key interception in the Woodside Priory win last week. Shay Johnson with the D-line constructors defensive play of the week.
Coming up, it's Amador Valley and Monte Vista in the NCS D2 playoffs.
And action from the CCS Water Polo Finals is next. But first, here is our final U.S. Bank Bay Area flag football poll.
Off season? Nah, this is level up season. At Diamond Training and Development, it's all baseball and softball all year. Faster hands, bigger hits, harder throws, no excuses, just work. You want that starting spot, that college scout's attention? Show them what you did when nobody was watching. At Diamond Training and Development, off-season is on.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euroclinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. Euroclinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell
food. When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
High school athletes know what it means to push themselves, to commit, to be part of something bigger. At the San Jose Police Department, that same drive builds a rewarding career.
I found purpose with SJPD. Protecting my city, helping my neighbors, and building a future with stability and benefits that last.
Join SJPD, one of the top departments in the nation, protecting the safest big city in the nation. Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
East Bay Mountain Division rivals Monte Vista and Amador Valley get to meet again in the first round of the NCS Division II playoffs.
Yeah, the two teams met on Halloween with Amador Valley earning a 35-14 win. Still, the Mustangs get the number 2 seed over the 7th-seeded Amador Valley Dons in the game played at Monte Vista Friday night. Monte Vista, the 2 seed in the NCSD 2 bracket, facing 7-seeded Amador Valley. The Mustangs with an early 3-point lead. Ian Andrzejczyk over the top to Chase Weishpard, and it's 10-0 Mustangs. So in the first, Amador's Nico Kovacs hands it off to Vincent Marana, who makes a sharp cut to his right, and he's gone. 78 yards for the senior. It's 10-7 Monte Vista. And the Dons take the lead in the second. The pitch to Morana. He scampers 11 yards in for the score. 14-10 Amador. Monte Vista now driving. Kovacs with the pass to Weishpard, who turns, runs, and picks up a big first down, and the Mustangs are looking to take the lead before the half. Torrin Dunphy finds a big seam here, and this is an 11-yard touchdown to give the Mustangs the 3-point lead at the break. And it was a defensive game from there. Only one scoring play in the entire second half. It's Dunphy's second touchdown of the game, giving Monte Vista a 24-14 lead, and that would be the final as the Mustangs advance to face third-seeded Cal next week.
The CCS Division II title game is top-seeded Harker facing third-seeded Leland. The Leland Chargers out to a 2-goal lead when Nate Kochman Singer gets that shot from deep to go. It's 2-0 Leland after 1. Harker with a 5-meter, and Adrian Barov comes up with a big save that keeps Harker off the board. Then it's Louis Desioli to Kevin Grosgrove, who passes to Jake Primer, who catches and fires. Leland firing on all cylinders, and it's Barov once again making an incredible save on a 5-meter. Leland takes a 7-1 lead into the half as Primer once again finds the back of the rack, one of his game-high 5 goals, and Leland leads by 6 heading into the second half. Harker with some catching up to do. Ian Schelling goes top shelf from the corner to start the Eagles scoring in the second half. Aussie Carrigo passes to Ian at the top of the key, and the junior does not miss. The Eagles get as close as 3. This Aussie Carrigo shot makes the score 11-9, but that's the final goal Leland would allow. An open net for the Eagles, and Desioli sends the ball in. Leland takes home the 2025 CCS Division II title, beating Harker 12-9.
The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes overcoming adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
Jake, the Irvington Vikings are having a terrific season, making the Division IV playoffs. A big reason why is two-way lineman Carlos Lopez. The senior has had a tough ride to get here, but with the help of his extended family and football, Carlos is thriving. Number 74, Carlos Lopez, nearly never comes off the field. This talented senior plays on the offensive and defensive line for the resurgent Irvington Vikings.
When we were freshmen, we went 2-8 as on JV. So being a team now that only has 2 losses, it feels great to have a great record with your brothers.
Carlos lives in Fremont with his sister, his grandfather, and his uncle. His mother and father were absent in his life from just after birth.
My dad, he's in jail right now. He's in, I'm pretty sure, Santa Clara.
Carlos does speak with his dad regularly. He does not have a relationship with his mom. At a very young age, Carlos and his older sister were put into the foster care system.
My mom and dad, they got into some trouble with me and my sister there, so the police had to come, and they saw that we were they were our legal guardians. So when we had to go into foster care, so my grandma and grandpa did everything they can to get us back. So they went down, they filed the paperwork, they did the fingerprints, they did everything, and they got us officially adopted. So I've been living with them since I was a kid.
So Carlos was raised by his grandparents. He was especially close to his grandmother, but she became ill battling arthritis, with the family pitching in to take care of their ailing matriarch.
It was me, my sister, my uncle, my grandpa having to take care of her all the time because she was bedbound. So we really just had to take care of her. So it was hard, but I would have not changed nothing about it because she did that for me as a kid. She was sick for a long time, and then June 9th, 2023, she passed away.
She passed away. She was like the breadwinner of the family, like just holding everybody together, and it was really a big toll on us, and football's really filled in the gap for him. So he's really succeeded in it, and he loves it.
You will see the support for Carlos at every football game. His uncle and grandfather in the stands cheering on this athletic young man.
Man, it's great because I know every time I make a bad play or I make a good play, I look back and I see them smiling, cheering me on, My grandpa with his binoculars because he can't see that well, so it's good to see, It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel like I want to do this because I love cheering. I love seeing the love that they give me.
Parents and escorts can start moving over to the end zone next to the snack shack.
Senior night at Irvington High School. A huge show of support for Carlos, with lots of family and friends showing up for this senior. With them is his father, now out of jail and eager to support his son.
I'm extremely proud, extremely proud. He's special. He's something special to me, you know. I haven't always been there for him, but he's turned out to be a wonderful young man.
It's an emotional ceremony for Carlos, happy to have his father there supporting him and looking forward to building their relationship in the future.
Senior night is going to be his first game attending, so yeah, I'm really excited to see him and build this relationship, because I know, like, I'm not going to hold a grudge ever for everything that's happened between us, so I want to help him, like, when he gets out, I want to help him, you know, just be the man that he wants to be. You know, I'm always going to be there for him.
Carlos hopes to play football in junior college next season. He has a great outlook on his life and his future.
He's actually overcome a lot, and just to see him improve in football and, you know, trying to go further in life is amazing, and I love it. And I only wish the best for him, and I know he's going to go far in it.
The main thing is you're going to be okay. You know, there's going to be bad days. There's going to be days where you just feel bad, you know, but you're going to get through it. Everything at the end of the day, you're going to get through it. You're going to be okay.
Let's go! Carlos has a 3.2 GPA and is looking forward to playing football and advancing his education at a junior college next season. But did you see all of those people that were there supporting him?
That's a huge support system.
Fantastic.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Be sure to scan the QR code on the screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
Mary West Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Adonye Brown from Reardon talking about his outstanding teacher, Brian Morgan.
My favorite teacher at Reardon has to be Mr. Morgan, because, you know, he simplifies the whole class, and he just helps everyone in the class, especially me.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a young athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
Gillette is proud to honor Ella Cleverin from the presentation flag football team. The sophomore had 1,100 yards receiving for the Panthers. For a best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today. Coming up, NCS Division II football with Windsor and Clayton Valley.
And Sharks ice high school hockey with Pioneer and Los Gatos. But first, here's this week's Pacific Pride student section of the week. It's from James Logan High School. All of the smiling faces in the stands for the Colts.
Brought to you by University of the Pacific, the official higher education partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home, a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from MaryWest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
On the field, you've got your team. Off the field, you need one too, especially in math. Bay Area Tutor for Athletes lets you build your own squad, up to 5 teammates for small group online tutoring, or go one-on-one for a custom plan. We cover algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and more. Our goal? Help you meet GPA requirements, maintain your eligibility, and prepare for college. Because winning in the classroom is just as important as winning on the scoreboard.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Ugly Eagles earned the 4th seed in the NCS football playoffs with the Bay Area's most prolific running back, Jadis Lucky, leading the way.
Have we given Jadis any attention?
We've given Jadis lots of attention.
And well deserved. The Ugly Eagles facing 5th-seeded Windsor. The Jaguars feature outstanding junior quarterback Carter Vos III, who has thrown for 1,921 yards this season. The game played at Clayton Valley Friday night.
Here come those Ugly Eagles getting set to battle Windsor in this NCS D2 quarterfinal matchup. Clayton Valley strikes first. Give the ball to Jadis Lucky. That's a pretty darn good idea. He cuts back to the middle of the field and scores from 28 yards out. PAT good. Uggs tack on a field goal to make it 10-0 after 1. CV looking to extend its lead in the second quarter, but Fernando Lopez forces the fumble, and Joseph Bridgers is there for the recovery. Oh, the big man's loving that. And the Jaguars would take advantage off the turnover as Carter Vos III uncorks this ball over to a wide-open Samir Bear, and Bear barrels his way in for a Jags touchdown. 10-6 Clayton Valley at the half. Third quarter, Windsor looking for its first lead of the game. Vos finds a wide-open Fernando Lopez, who will waltz in for 6 with the 2-point try. It's 14-10 Jags. Clayton Valley trying to punt the ball away, but it gets blocked by Bear into the back of the end zone for a safety. 16-10 Windsor after 3. Fourth quarter, CV trailing 19-10. Nolan Lopez delivers a screen pass to Lucky, and if you give this man open space, he is dangerous, and look at Jadis go! 65-yard touchdown to make this a 19-17 game. Late in the fourth, CV driving, and when you drive, you give the keys to Lucky, plowing his way through the Jags defense for a big run here, and it sets up Brady Emery from 37 yards out. It's good! Clayton Valley's moving on, hammering its way to the D2 semifinals, beating Windsor 20-19.
The Los Gatos Wildcats and Pioneer Mustangs at Sharks Ice for some ice hockey. Scoreless in the first, Mustangs with a breakaway. Albin Engstorm makes the save for the Wildcats, now with the puck in Pio zone. Sampo Canet to Trofim Nokovov. Goal, Los Gatos on the board first. Mustangs tie it before the end of the first, now in the second. Canet to Trevor Moore, top left corner, money! LG retakes the lead 2-1. Same score in the third. Mustangs crowding the net. Jackson Lewin puts a shot on. Owen Garcia on the rebound, score. Pio ties it with 13 minutes to go. Mustangs look to take the lead. Connor Hughes brings it into the zone. A shot between the defender's legs and scores. What a shot by Hughes. Pioneer takes the lead. Nolan Gild's shot ricochets wide. Lewin feeds it in front of the net. Hughes shot, goal! Back-to-back goals within 30 seconds for Connor. It's 4-2 Pio. Mustangs not done. Gabriel Combalaz gets in on the action. He shoots and scores to make it 6-2. Then it's Garcia to Lewin, and Jackson gets in on the scoring fun as the Mustangs score 6 in the third to beat Los Gatos 7-3. Connor Hughes is our Sharks Ice player of the game.
Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in the community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Justin Tran. Justin's dedication to service includes working as the service line chair for the Crafts and Connections Department at the Mills Peninsula Center, where he coordinates projects like creating personalized letters and tent cards to boost patient morale. Additionally, he serves as an active Boy Scout participating in community events such as the Millbrae Arts and Wine Festival and flag ceremonies for the Millbrae Lions. Justin tells us why it's so important to give back.
Volunteering is important to me because it's a really good opportunity to give back to my community. You know, Millbrae in its entirety has given me so much, and it's so much for me and my family. And by volunteering at Mills Peninsula Sutter, for example, my grandparents go there for treatment, and it's really great to be able to be part of the community there and help out.
The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area. This week, we recognize Adanye Brown from Reardon. The senior running back has offers from several top schools, including Arizona, Nevada, and UNLV. Coming up, the Division V CCS game with Pioneer meeting Jefferson.
And more NorCal volleyball with Lowell and Los Gatos. But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Review math daily instead of cramming before a test. Spend 10 to 15 minutes each day reviewing formulas, practicing problem sets, or redoing missed homework questions.
The Pioneer Mustangs come into the Division V playoffs finishing second in the Santa Teresa Foothill League with a 4-1 league record. The Mustangs earning the 5th seed.
Jefferson is the 4th seed.
Makes sense.
The Grizzlies are the Peninsula Lake Division champs with a perfect 7-0 league record. Jefferson hosting Pioneer in the first round Friday night.
Here come the Jefferson Grizzlies hosting Pioneer in the D5 opening round game. Pioneer with an early field goal, but Jeff comes right back. This is Dominic Howard with a nice run. He left with an ankle injury a short time later, but the Grizzlies score here on this Robert Solney green pass over the middle to Jaden Sang. Nice grab by the sophomore 6'3" Jeff. The Grizzlies get the ball back deep in their own territory. Solney Green keeps it, and it's all Green ahead of him. This guy is an outstanding senior quarterback, and he's fast. 87 yards, and the Grizzlies go up 12-3. Third quarter, here's Solney Green again. This time it's a 70-yard touchdown run, and Jefferson leads at 25-3. A huge game for the senior Solney Green. Later in the third, handed to Lazaro Velez. The junior is in from 7 yards out. Tough Grizzlies D all night long. Richard Najjar blitzes and gets a big hit on the quarterback. The pass is then deflected by Max Navarre. The Grizzlies get a couple of explosive runs from freshman DeAndre Chisholm. This one from 44 yards out. DeAndre also had an interception in the game. Pioneer does get in the end zone here. A nice pass from Braden Reese to Adrian Ochoa, who tiptoes on the end line, but Jefferson goes on to win it. Yazan Janib with a flying interception as Jefferson advances. The Grizzlies advance to face Piedmont Hills in the semifinals next week.
Let's head back to Los Gatos for the NorCal Division III quarterfinal game between Los Gatos and Lowell. The Cats take control in set 1. Stella Cantor over to Violet Ford Pustelnik to Ella Kreitz, and the senior smacks it down with authority. Now it's Kate Langer over to Layla Bakhtiari, and the senior sets it up perfectly for Stella Cantor. She's a freshman. Los Gatos win set 1 25-22. On to set 2 now. Michaela Liu bumps, Daphne Show sets, and Solil Wang spikes it down, and that one is not coming back. Los Gatos answers back later in the set as Kaylin Thomas bumps it, Violet Ford Pustelnik sets it, and Sienna McGrath puts it away as the Cats take a 1-point lead. Set point for the Wildcats now. Kaylin Thomas to Violet Ford Pustelnik to Kate Langer, and the sophomore just crushes this one as LG takes set 2 25-23. Lowell trying to start its comeback in set 3. Kiara Andrzejczak over to Daphne Show, who sets up Nina Ordo for the big-time finish, but the Cats take control later in the set as Ford Pustelnik sets it up for Stella Cantor, who puts this one away as Los Gatos wins it in 3 straight sets to move on to the NorCal Division III semifinal round.
Venardi Zarata is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers. Each week, Venardi Zarata finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
This week's Venardi Zarata hometown hero is John Beam, the former head football coach at Skyline High School. This is an interview with me and John and his 1995 Titans team. Coach Beam went on to coach at Laney College and was athletic director at Laney when he was killed last week, a victim of gun violence. Coach Beam was loved by his players in the Oakland community, where he dedicated his life to helping young men succeed in football and in life. Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the Dirty Work play each week. This week's play goes to Luke Pimentel, the do-it-all junior for Half Moon Bay. Luke forces the fumble, then gets the recovery for the Cougars in a big win last week. Luke Pimentel doing the dirty work just like our good friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, it's the Mancini Sleep World Dream Matchup. This week, it's Marin Catholic and Accolades.
And Accolades meets Carondelet in the NCS Water Polo final game. But first, here's this week's High Five Top 5 with the top 5 flag football rushers, brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is Euro Clinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer. Expect Euro Clinic.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup every week. This week's game features an NCS Open Division I matchup. The Accolades Dons earned the 4th seed with a perfect 10-0 record, winning the Diablo Foothill League title.
And Jake, you can rest easy knowing Accolades is taking on the 5th seed Marin Catholic. The Wildcats finished second in the Redwood Empire Adobe League. An interesting matchup played at Accolades on Friday night. It is our Mancini's Sleep World, I will not sing it, dream matchup. Our Ivan Garcia was there.
Mancini Sleep World, rest easy.
Accolades makes the jump to the Division I/Open bracket after taking home the D3 title last year. The Dons are undefeated on the season, but looking to change that is Wildcats quarterback Dylan Skriner. The sophomore gunslinger threw for over 2,000 passing yards and 17 touchdowns on the year. For Accolades, leading the rushing game is senior running back Josh Ehlert. The 3-sport athlete is averaging 109 rushing yards a game, with 3 games rushing for more than 160 yards, while also leading the team with 15 total touchdowns. Will the Wildcats' aerosol be enough to stop the Accolades ground and pound? Find out in our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup.
A lot of scoring in the first quarter. Here's Tyler Winkles firing a quick pass to Finley Rivera, and number 13 does the rest. 53-yard catch and run to give the Dons a 7-0 lead. 2 minutes later, Dons are attacking again. Winkles sends a rainbow pass to the end zone and connects with Grant Ricker. 14-0 Accolades. The Wildcats answer back with some trickery. Skriner sends a pass to Jared Geisberger, who says, "I want to throw too." The running back finds a wide-open Carta Matza for the 42-yard flea flicker TD. Accolades would score again to go up 21-6. But with the time winding down in the first, Skriner sees Matza all alone. The junior sees the open green, rushing down the near sideline, makes a spin move to make a defender miss, and is in for 6. It's a 21-14 Dons lead after 1. Jump to the third. Wildcats down 28-14. Tough moment for Marin Catholic as Skriner takes a hard hit going to the ground and would have to leave the game. Stepping in for QB is Jamar Lincoln, and Lamar can throw far. This beautiful rainbow pass finds the arms of Lucas Rodham for the 30-yard TD. It's a 1-score game heading into the 4th. Wildcats working near their own goal line when Grant Condi goes full extension for the pick. This would be a turning point as the Dons score 23 unanswered points in the 4th. Winkles runs it in from 11 to get the points on the turnover. Tyler Winkles went insane. The junior threw 5 touchdowns and ran for another 2. Here's a bomb to Andrew Up, 48 yards to the house. Winkles throwing over 330 yards with 7 total touchdowns. Here's what Tyler said led to the success of his victory.
Well, first of all, we started off hot, but I got to give credit to the defense because at the end of the day, they were the ones that got the stops, got the turnovers, and that's what sparked us on offense.
Off to Moraga now for the NCS Open Division final between Accolades and Carondelet. The Dons on the board first as Annika Wren passes inside to Ella Del Rosario, and Ella shoots and scores for the goal. 1-0 Accolades. But Carondelet comes right back as Ainsley Swan fires it from a long way out to tie the game at 2. Accolades responds on the other end. Olivia Whipple gets one of her 2 goals in the game here as the Dons take a 6-5 lead after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Annika Wren finding the back of the net. She's a freshman, but the Cougars battle back later in the quarter as Clara O'Connor lobs it over the goalie as Carondelet ties the game at 8 at halftime. Then in the second half, Clara O'Connor finds Ainsley Swan, and Ainsley rockets it home as the Cougars take a 9-8 lead. Now it's Emmy Haast with the pass to Clara O'Connor, who shoots and scores again. Clara finished the game with 4 goals. Accolades battles back as Malin Stone skips it in for the goal. Malin finished the game with 3 goals, but the Cougars take control in the second half. Josie Haast scores the Cougars' 14th goal of the game as the Carondelet Cougars win back-to-back NCS Open Division titles and punches their ticket into the NorCal playoffs next week. 14-11 was the final.
The St. Francis flag football team ended its season last week with a CCS title.
Congratulations. The Lancers meeting Jake at the Rica Center this week to talk about it.
And here's the flag football team from St. Francis High School. What a run for the Lancers. CCS D1 champs, and I'm starting off with Marissa Jimenez. So Marissa, what does it mean to be a part of history?
Honestly, I think everyone wants to represent their school in some sort of fashion, and I think not only by winning this title we represent our school, I think we represented a new era for all female athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the championship game, low scoring, but in the fourth quarter, when it mattered most, it was Brooke Bennett. That big receiving touchdown. Just walk me through that play.
So Zoe just came into our huddle and she gave us a play, and that play was designated for me. And again, it was low in the fourth quarter, but I feel like my touchdown wasn't the only thing that won us this championship. All of our hard work made us win, and yeah, it was a great feeling.
Absolutely. And finally, making my way over to Peyton Pasquale. Now, Peyton, this program finished on a high note. What were some of the big takeaways from this season?
Some of our big takeaways from this season was definitely just overcoming the new rule of only rushing from the 1-yard line, and then just as like a running back, just learning how to block for my QB and giving her more time to pass, which definitely helped us overcome, especially starting off from an 0-2 loss in the start of the season and then being able to win D1 CCS. So that was great.
Absolutely. Congratulations on a phenomenal season. Take us out with a break.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. This week we recognize the volleyball team from Homestead High School. Look at them representing with a big 4.1 GPA.
That's amazing. Coming up, CCS Division II football with the Kings Academy and Menlo.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area football poll.
To the CCS Division II bracket now, where the Menlo Knights come in as the 4th seed. The Knights with an 8-2 record, finishing 2nd in the Peninsula Bay League.
The Kings Academy comes in with a 9-1 record, champs of the Peninsula De Anza Division. It's the Battle of the Knights, played at Menlo Saturday afternoon.
D2 opening round game at Menlo College. This is a defensive battle early. This is Zachary Sang from the Kings Academy getting the first quarter sack. Later in the first, Jack Free held back to throw for Menlo. A great throw and a terrific catch by Trevor Vanderpyle, who had a great game. Menlo gets a field goal a short time later. Then the first play from scrimmage after that, Ricky Gutierrez firing deep for outstanding junior wideout Jaden Flores, who makes the catch, and Jaden is in. 7-3. The Kings Academy takes the lead. Later second quarter, the Knights in the red zone, but no one was ready for the snap, and TKA turns it over on downs. Final moments of the first half, Menlo driving quickly downfield. Freehill to Chuck Wynn, and Menlo goes to the locker room up 10-7. Fourth down for Menlo in the third. They go for the fake punt, and it's Chuck Wynn turning the corner and getting the first down We move ahead to the fourth quarter. Menlo still driving, but the pass is tipped, and there with a diving pick is Aaron Duncan, and TKA is back in business. 3 minutes to play. The pass goes over the middle, but it's picked at the 15-yard line by Vanderpyle. Trevor wants more. Across the field he goes. Down the sideline, an 85-yard pick six to give Menlo a 2-score lead at 17-7. The Kings Academy desperate for a score, but racing in is Liam Widener with the game-sealing tackle as Menlo wins it 17-7 to advance to meet St. Ignatius in the semifinal next week. The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week.
This week's Harker Scholar Athlete of the Week is Josh Ellerts from the Accolades football team. Josh with an impressive 4.5 GPA.
Fantastic. Brought to you by the Harker School. The Calder Quartet presented a wide repertoire of both modern and time-honored classical music at the Harker Concert Series. They also spent part of the week working with middle and upper school music students at special master classes. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's DGDG.com Be Happy Play goes to the Los Gatos field hockey team, capturing the CCS D1 field hockey title, the program's third title within the last 5 years. Wow, look at that. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Consider opening a savings account to start building interest on your savings. Online account opening makes getting started easy.
Play of the Week.
We start off play of the week with Aaron Duncan from the Kings Academy. What a play to make the interception, but the play of the week has to go to Menlo's Trevor Vanderpyle. Trevor picking this off in the 15-yard line, across the field, down the sideline. Trevor Vanderpyle. What a play from the senior. Sir, you just won the play of the week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Jake Vanderbrook. Be sure to join us next week where we feature the outstanding kicker from Clayton Valley, overcoming cancer. That and so much more next week. See you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.